We are officially in the home stretch, okay? So Christmas is 1 week away. And today we're going to help you plan the big feast for Christmas and New Year. So I had to get some help. I thought, who can help me with this? How about the three chefs? Please welcome Randy Feltis, Listen, I want to have the three of you all together on one show in a very long time.
It's been a while.
Because you're traveling, you have your restaurants and your businesses, and you're all busy. So finally we get you all together, which makes me very excited. And we're going to start with lamb, which also makes me excited because it's not necessarily what people pick for a Christmas meal.
It's what I pick.
Well, it's what we should.
Yeah, that's what I think the three of us would pick.
Sure, why not?
And
Yes.
I think the main reason is everyone's intimidated.
Yeah.
Number one, maybe by price. I mean, like a rack of lamb can go for 25 to 30 bucks.
Absolutely.
And if you mess it up, you might not sleep at night. You might feel a little bad about yourself. But, at least you gave it a try.
Right.
But, I mean, and they kind of intimidated about how to butcher it down. There's these bones hanging out and everything else.
Yeah.
But really, it's dead simple, isn't it, guys?
Okay.
Very, very simple.
Now, in my restaurants, I like to just use 3 prime cuts. I like
Okay.
the tenderloin, the ribeye, and the strip loin.
Okay.
This is basically the ribeye of lamb.
Yeah.
So, Massimo, you want to show us where it comes from?
Yes, I'll turn around and
Right there. So this is
right there.
So if we were ever plane crash and Massimo passed, Jason and I would start with the rack of Massimo.
That's right.
That's what we start with, just only if we had to.
And there are only 2 in one animal.
Yes, there you go. One for Jason, one for myself.
That's right. We're good. We're good.
So let's start with the fat cap. The fat is up here, and the bones are up here. And basically, what some people do is they would trim it down to the second eye, the first eye right here.
Okay.
And you can kind of draw a line, right?
And it's your own
Now,
choice how much you want to leave on, right?
You
Because it's
start this. I
all
knew this.
edible.
It's
But
all
it's just-
edible.
it's
Oh,
just
very much.
And now fat's becoming cooler, so you could leave it all on. But,
Fat's
we're going to try to make something a little cleaner. So you're just going to draw a line like
I
that.
think lamb fat is today's kale.
Okay.
Give me
Yes.
the kale to lamb
I
fat.
had
Wow.
not heard
Make that
that
work.
until
Wow.
now.
Make it work.
I have never heard that, but I'm with you.
I'm starting it right now.
Sure.
We're making it a thing.
And
Lamb
then-
fat, kale, same.
But this is an interesting how you're doing that, right? You just scoop down to take it out.
Hit that line.
Yeah.
Why
Bring it back
Why
up.
do you do that though?
It's just because it's a lollipop. If you're going to plate it,
Right.
you could probably leave that on, and then you're going to have that, it's like with a knife and fork. But because we're doing an appetizer party, we're going to pick it up.
Yeah.
You kind of want
Need
to
a
clean
handle.
it. Now the other thing is, it's still kind of mucky and messy.
Yes.
And what you could do is you could take your knife and scrape all this fat down.
Those
Yeah.
knives.
But it hurts the knife. I mean, that hurts my soul a little bit deep down
yes.
inside, right? So then there's this other trick. What you can do is like get your kids involved. You get a string,
Yeah.
and you go around the string, and then you give it up.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Right? And then you don't want to need to see it all the way down, do you?
Okay.
now go.
I catch. This didn't go. All
And
right.
it just comes right off in the string, right? And it kind of comes out super clean.
That is
and
so
now,
disgusting and amazing. It's so gross and I loved it. It's
some
like
safety
dental floss.
goggles
It's like when you get the floss in there and get a good one out.
You gotta clean the mirror afterwards, right?
But that's what you get in restaurants,
cool.
right? I mean, clean bones
Clean
like that is
bones.
nice
That's
and
true.
neat. You don't get your hands dirty, and it's wonderful.
We do like 40 rack of lamb, and then we get the power washer out and kind of clean the kitchen down.
And Jason used to put little chef's hat on the bone.
oh yeah,
Make me feel
Jeez.
So then all you're really going to do is put in a little bit of oil in the pan, and you start it like the flesh side down. You're going
Okay.
to sear that up, and then after that's seared, you're going to put it fat side down,
Yeah.
and basically you're going to put it in the oven until it starts kind of fighting back a little bit. And I'll bring
Okay.
that up in a little bit. Jason's going
Fighting back a
I'm going to
little
show you what I'm
Fights you
talking
back.
about. I'm not all crazy. I got some
think
answers
you are.
here. Jason's going to do a little pomegranate salsa for us, a salad.
All right.
So
Nice.
fresh pomegranates, Jay, just give that a whack. When you're choosing your pomegranates, Jay, could you just hold one of those up, the whole one maybe? You want to see it kind of like squish down a little bit, and you want it to be soft. You don't want a firm pomegranate because that's the ripe ones. And if
Okay.
you're in the store and you're kind of like giving it like the love,
Yeah.
if you push your thumb on it, you can feel the kernel pop. You know you got a good one, all right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you want to feel it?
Yeah, and if you don't pick that up, somebody else will, and then
Yeah.
they're gonna be
So this isn't too
peeved.
far gone.
No, that's a good one. That's like, if you take a look, it's like it's a shattering
give it to
red
me.
color there. It's absolutely stunning.
So gorgeous.
Isn't that beautiful?
That's
So
very
now what we're going to do,
Oh,
we got a nice
yeah,
caramelization.
baby.
It goes down in the fat cap, so that fat's going to render down into the oven 8 to 10 minutes.
Okay, what do you need?
Okay.
So you're going to know it's done. Oh, look at these
That's
clean
perfect.
Oh.
That's the one I want.
It's a good one. So when you say fighting back, you take your two fingers and you just kind of push it on the flesh here.
Yeah.
And you want it to be like kind of punch back at you. If it just sinks in, tell you the truth, like you can kind of feel it, like it's resisting
that
it.
works for
Like,
me. I get it.
The resistance, yes.
Yeah, so you
Boom,
feel
boom.
like,
Yeah.
like it's like
Absolutely.
it's like get your finger in my belly kind of thing, right? Yeah, pushing back. So that's when you know it's ready. Let it rest
The
for 7
resistance.
minutes, right? And then we're gonna take some Dijon mustard. Oh my stars. Right?
So it's still warm, but it's had a little bit of rest,
Little rest.
right?
You
You want
always
the
want
crust to
to.
stay.
Yeah, you always want to rest the meat.
Yeah,
When you roast
especially
it,
lamb.
take it out and leave it in the pan or put it in a plate, wrap it up with tin foil,
Yeah.
and leave it alone.
Yeah.
Because even if it's rare, it's going to end up medium rare, and the juices are going to run through, and it's going to be much better eaten.
I always like to think it's going to roll into the finish. You know,
Yeah.
you want
Yeah.
medium to be a finish, bring it to medium rare, and then let it roll
Yeah.
into the medium.
Got it.
Once you get tons of mustard on there, tons of mustard.
Ooh, baby.
I've got a little bit of pistachio, mint,
This is a good
breadcrumb.
one.
Oh, yes, and parsley for the green, and then
Yes.
you push that down like that. You just get it, and you just keep pushing it in there. You just fight it in there like that.
Yeah.
And then it gives it a beautiful green crust.
Everything's fighting today.
You know, the holidays get
Fight those Christmas lines, right?
Well, you got family coming this
My family's a little aggressive, you know? Then basically what you do is you're going to go between the bones. You're just going to follow the bone down and check it out.
Oh, that's
Look at this.
perfect.
All right? So you carve those up. You see that blood coming out, which is gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Let me get it.
You can blame my knife.
I know, your knife is perfect, Jay. It's a little off. There we go. So then what we're going to do is just stack these babies up like this.
Those are going to be gone in 0.2
These
seconds,
are
by
not
the
going
way.
to last long, right? And like this is the kind of sustenance you need when you're doing an hors d'oeuvre party, especially if you're serving the kind of cocktails that Massimo likes to drink, the strong ones, right?
Yes.
And then take
all right.
this. You need some sustenance, and this is kind of the perfect party food because you kind of pick it up by the bone and it gives you something to do.
You just need one hand for the lamb, one hand for your cocktail,
Exactly.
and you're good.
Done?
That is
And a
beautiful.
pocket for the bone.
That's right.
A bucket for the bone. There you go.
Give it up for Randy.